Hello everyone. Welcome to my Portland Nightmare Stories. This is gaming on a budget, so for those who don't know, I was in Portland last weekend for Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And normally I'm buying some pretty, out there things, but this time it was a little bit more down to earth with what I bought. So here's what happened. You may recall, back in September, for my birthday, we did a donathon, the Retro Book Club Arena. And I said, all the money from the donathon is going to go towards PRGE pickups for a future stream. Well, this is that exact stream. So let me go ahead and flip over to the webcam scene here. So I have a bag here full of all my PRGE pickups. We're going to go through each of them. We're going to play a little bit of them, talk about the price of them, and the like, but let's talk about some stuff about the con itself before we actually jump into playing the games. First of all, I did try to haggle a decent number of these. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't, and I never really did so to a huge amount. Kind of just a lesson here of, if you're going to a con, and not every booth is going to do this, keep in mind, but if you're going to a con and you're paying in cash, places might be more inclined to cut you a deal. So some of these places, I was like, hey, can I get this for like $5 cheaper or whatever? And sometimes they were fine with that. Other times they declined and I still picked up anyway. Other times they counter-offered. So, you know, it's a big old mishmash. But we'll go through those as we go along here. But you also have to watch out for not getting scammed at some of these cons. Now, most of the booths I've been to, they're pretty respectable. Like, they know what they're about. They're not going to do anything funny. But there was one booth, funny enough, the first booth I went to for the con when I got there, where they So I was looking at some N64 games they had on their back shelf, so, it wasn't within arm's reach of me. So I asked, hey, can I see what the price is on these? Because I couldn't see the price tag because of how they were listed. So they pulled them down, let me see the price tags. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll keep this in mind for later. Although it was above my price cut because my rule of thumb when picking up games for the stream was I wouldn't get anything over $50. Every game I got for under $50. That was my benchmark. Most of them I got for like 20 or so, but some were a little more exotic than that. So I'm like, okay, thanks for letting me look. I may grab it later. And then they start trying to cut me a deal and trying to be like, if you buy this and this, I'll take like $20 off or something like that. And I'm like, thanks, but no thanks. And it went back and forth like this like 4 times as I was trying to leave. I even, partway through it, I looked up one of the games. So one of the games I was looking at, and I was telling this story in the Discord, one of the games I was looking up was Mickey's Speedway USA for the N64. Decently common game, let's say. Boxed, it's like $50. They were charging $200 for it. So I think their strategy is to, whenever somebody's looking at a game, they'll keep trying to cut them a deal, like do the whole I'm doing you a favor thing. Basically getting unsuspecting people and upcharging them, trying to pressure them into buy it. So that was not great. I never went back to that booth after the fact. You gotta watch out for stuff like that. A resource I always use is price charting, because that's a pretty reliable way to make sure you're not getting ripped off. Most of the stuff here was low enough price that I didn't really bother with price charting too much, so I might have paid not a great price for some of these, but, oh well. It's not a big deal to me. It was kind of secondary to me. Usually when we're getting to, like, the 100+ stuff where I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I'm paying a fair price for this. And I also slightly fucked up. So, my budget, for those not keeping track, let me see if I can scroll up here. $316.90. That was the budget I was working for. So let's round up to $317. Now, I ended up spending $352. I documented everything, the price of them, and all that stuff. And I didn't know at the time what went wrong, but when I did the math more and more, I think one of the games, when I was calculating my, how much everything cost me on the first day, I think one of them I forgot to factor in, and that's where I went wrong with my math. Because I basically did the math at the end of the first day, being like, okay, I have this much money left to play around with. So I can figure something out on day 2. And if not factoring that one game in, my total does come out pretty perfectly to what our budget was. So that was a bit unfortunate, but such is how it is. So let's start playing some of these games here, and maybe tell us some other Portland stories while we're playing them. So I had the first one loaded up here. This one was actually sealed when I grabbed it. And these are all games that have been featured on Retro Book Club before, so they should all be somewhat familiar to some of the regulars around here. The first one was sealed, and something else I kind of learned throughout this, if you're going to be hunting for games for cheap, go PlayStation. Either PS2 or get a PS2. A lot of the PS2 library is cheap. Most of the games I got here are PS1. Part of that's because I hunt for games box, so finding stuff like the cardboard boxes in NES, SNES, and 64 games the like, a little harder to find. For a decent price anyway. But anyway, our first game here that I've already got loaded up here is Mega Man Maverick Hunter X for PSP. This is the one PSP game I have. I have a handful of games here where it's like, okay, I have like one Dreamcast game, I have one GameCube game, and I think the rest I can play on PS2. So we're just gonna get the one-off ones done first, and I can just stick to the PS2. But Maverick Hunter X, we had somewhat recently on Retro Book Club. This was actually sealed at the time. It's unfortunately the PlayStation Favorites variation. But that's fine. If I want to find the one without that logo later, I can. I'm not too worried about it. It's not too much of an eyesore. But I had this game digitally. I thought I had it physically, but apparently I only had it digitally. So now I've actually got a physical copy here. And since this is one that I played digitally, we might just be able to make some, we might be able to jump into some of the save files I had on here. So let's go ahead and
Mega Man
flip over here.
Maverick Hunter X.
Maverick Hunter X. So what I remember from this file was I had a clear file for Maverick Hunter X, and I had a started file for Vile mode. Apparently I didn't get everything in Maverick Hunter X. What the heck? This thing doesn't show me... I can go to the individual Stigma stages. But it doesn't show me what power-ups I've gotten in each stage, does it? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go on the hunt for those. While I'm hunting for them, though, let's tell some other fun stories here. So, let's see, what else happened? Even if I did go a bit above my budget, I did kind of make that money back. So there was a place that had a, it was basically a challenge station like the ones I like to do at PAX. So each day they had a different challenge. I didn't know about the first day, so I missed the first day where they apparently had a score attack in Bubble Bobble. But the second day, they had a score attack for the first 4 stages in Super Mario Brothers. The second day, they had... it was a score attack at the first 4 stages of Super Mario Bros. The third day, it was a score attack in the original Contra, but you could only play the game for 6 minutes after starting the game. So I managed to get second in both Super Mario Brothers and in Contra, which led to me getting $25 in Amazon credit for each of them. It was $50 for the winner. And I know I could have won Super Mario Brothers, but I got my second place run in as like a buzzer beater attempt, so I wasn't gonna worry too much about it. Contra, I just had to leave before that challenge ended, so I didn't have time to defend that score, but I at least threw on a good run just before I left, so... Oh. I forgot how weird it is to play stuff on the PSP. When I knew this was one of the games I was going to play, I actually went through and readjusted my retro tanks that way I can actually kind of see what I'm doing on the PSP, because for those who don't know, hang on, let me grab my remote to illustrate this. So, this is a profile I have on my retro tank specifically for the PSP, because the default profile looks like that. It's so tiny. So this makes it a bit larger, so I can more reasonably see what I'm doing. I set up that profile only just today, and it's been working out pretty good so far, it seems, although I haven't really used it that much. May use that profile going forward for Retro Book Club. Okay, so this is like Mega Man X. One of the heart tanks is up here, but I don't know if it's one of the heart tanks I'm missing. Oh, I forgot how weird this is to get used to in comparison with the Super Nintendo one. Like, if you're used to the Super Nintendo one like me, your muscle memory is going to be fucked with. Okay, evidently that's one I already had. I already have 3 of the sub-tanks. I'm still missing one of them, though. Okay, so it's not Boomer Kawanger. I could see the power plant being one of the sub-tanks I missed. Because that's one where you had to go back through a second time.
I'm beginning the mission.
I think it's normally down here. Where that sub-tank is. Well, normally. I think it's actually down here normally. But it's not there here. So I don't know. I really wish I could see where all the sub-tanks, or what the collectibles were in each stage that I already had. That would make my life a lot easier. Let's play up to the heart tank and see if this is one of the stages where I'm missing that. I am taking a lot of damage, and I need not that right now. I believe the heart tank is like the one where you have to do the really weird dash on the wall. I believe you're weak to Storm Tornado. How many hits do you take, though? Answer is very clearly a lot. There, Jesus. Our difficulty does not mess around, it turns out. I don't think it's that much further off. Right? I mean, I'll take the extra life, I guess. Although I already have 9, so... I'm low on health, and I really don't want to use a sub-tank. Yeah, it's up here where it normally is, but it's not there now. So I have once again wasted my time. Let's see if there's anything about... I want to just make sure items are in the same place. Yeah, it looks like they are. What's the next one that I could check? Chill Penguin seems like one to... That's another one where I had to go back.
Chill Penguin.
Your mileage may vary on whether or not this is something you would want to get. If you're trying to get games on a budget, though. Just because, like, at the time it was neat for being a... release of Mega Man X that you could play on the go, but like we do have the Mega Man X Legacy Collection now, and you get X2, 3, and 4, possibly 5, 6, 7, and 8 as well. I guess that in part depends on how much you want to play as Vile. As someone who is an A-dasher, really not having a good time with doing my dashes. I'm having a slightly better go at it. There's the right armor, because it should be when I get out here. Assuming this is one of the heart tanks I'm missing anyway. No? Okay. Where else can I look then? Armored Armadillo? You know, if I keep looking at each of them, eventually I'll find one of them. And I think this is where another one of the sub-tanks are, too. So I can check that while I'm at it. It's like... yeah, it would normally be back there. I guess I already have that one. Question mark. Shrug. And then the sub-tank, I believe, is when I get to the other digger. It's gonna be the last two I check, and it's gonna really irritate me, isn't it? Well, this should be where the, yep, where the second digger is. And the sub-tank would normally be here. But it's not, because why would it be? Alright, well, where have we not looked yet? Storm Eagle, Launch Octopus. Let's finish the cornered ones. So, Flame Mammoth?
Flame Mammoth.
Beginning mission.
Ooh. Also, I feel like the lava should have been cooled because of being Chill Penguin. Unless my Super Nintendo knowledge is just ruining me even further. Nope, that is where one of the heart tanks are. Checking something. And you see things have changed. No. Maybe I can ride this. No. Well, I'll take it. I'll grab it the old-fashioned way then. Maybe it doesn't cool down in this version. Be an odd change, but whatever. Let's go check on the sub-tank, which would be up here normally. It is here. Oh, but you need headgear, so that might be why I missed some of these the first time. Alright, that would explain a few things. Let's try the recon base. Because at this point, I should just be missing one heart tank on this file. We're going to find that, and then we're going to move on to the next game.
Sting Chameleon.
I'm beginning the mission.
Because, like, you can see this is pretty much... This is Mega Man X. Pretty clearly. Just with the updated, like, 3D graphics that they wanted to do... They like to do in the PSP era. Dracula X Chronicles did the same thing. So it would normally be... down here. Okay. It is not there. What about Storm Eagle?
Storm Eagle.
Beginning mission.
Storm Eagle should be, like, right at the beginning. Literally just go up here. Not here. Wasn't really expecting it to be. Alright, we ready? I think that just leaves Launch Octopus then? The one place we haven't checked? So I guess this is where that heart tank is, and if it's not, well, we'll stop our search there. How far in is it? I know I gotta ride one of the things up. Seems like a good time for Storm Tornado, if you ask me. I think I gotta use him for a mini-boss later, so... Maybe not as good as I give it credit for. I mean, it's still decent for my purpose. Goodbye. Yeah, it doesn't take up nearly enough energy for it to be a concern, I don't think. Well, I guess I'll just help myself to that. Okay, where's the thing? Is it this one that... I think it's this one that I have to go up. How's that sub-tank? We're still gonna take us a bit to get that sub-tank filled up. That's fine. Maybe I can pop into Armored Armadillo stage and fill it up real fast. Before we're officially done here. Go this way. Hi, Cole! Welcome in, folks. I think I saw you were doing your PRGE stream as well. I don't want to search. / shout out. Oop. Did you tell us some good stories, Cole? Yep, there's the last heart tank. For folk tuning in, we're also doing PRGE related stories. So we're playing a small fraction of each of the games that I got at PRGE. We're only on the first one. Forgot to talk about Game Genies and how bullshit they were. Don't worry, I talked about them at the start of the stream. So for people coming in from Cole's stream, I guess I'll retell the story for you folks. So this was the first booth that I went to. I saw some N64 games, and I think an NES game that I was interested in. They were all on the back shelf, so they were out of arm's reach from me. So I asked the guy, hey, can I take a look at what the price is on these? And he's like, sure, grabs them. And I'm like, why did I go into Chill Penguin? I wanted to go into Armored Armadillo. So I'm like, okay, prices are a bit high, but thanks for letting me look, and give them back to him so he can put them back. And then the guy starts being like, I'll cut you a deal, I'll give you, like, this game and this game for $20 less. And I'm still like, no, that's still expensive. And they kept prying and prying. I think I mentioned at some point I'm trying to stick to a budget, and they're like, oh, how much is your budget? And I'm like, I'm not telling you. I don't want to tell you. And it's back and forth like this, like 4 different times. For reference, one of the games I was looking at, which is what I kept using as the example, was Mickey Speedway USA for N64. Relatively common N64 game. Boxed, it's $50, which isn't too bad for an N64 game, all things considered, when you're considering complete in box. They had it at $200 complete in box. So it became very apparent to me once I did my research at that point that they try to price their things in such a way, like, they price them high and then try to convince people that they're giving them a good deal when they're really not. It sucks. And I never went back there after that. Alright, so that's the first game that we had here. Looking at my sheet. This I got for $20 complete. It was, the price tag on it was $25, but I told them I'd buy it for $20, and they accepted. So, fun. Alright, let's go back to this scene. Now, this is where things are going to get a bit fun for me from a setup perspective, because I have to switch to a different console. So I'm going to have to step away for a bit. But we'll always show the next game on screen really fast here. We're gonna do this one next. This is Hydro Thunder for Sega Dreamcast. Another RBC classic. We had this one. Funny story about this. I believe this is the first game we had on Retro Book Club after I came out. So, bit of a fun history with this one. Well, like, I played bits and pieces of Hydro Thunder before, and this was, there was a relatively fine price, so I decided to spring for it. Our one Dreamcast game, which means, I'm going to, I think, yeah, the game's in the Dreamcast right now. I just need to go hook up the Dreamcast. And shut off the PSP. I don't need my PSP component cables anymore. Back in your carrying case you go, PSP. And PSP component cables, look. Gone. Where is my cable? This one's for Dreamcast. Yeah, I've plugged in via a SCART cable, so I have to dial in a few different settings here. Default profile, because we're not on PSP anymore. Game Genies was the name of one of the booths that we went to. Or, went to, and then never went back to. Okay, me switch over to Skirt RGB. Okay. And get that Dreamcast on. Oh, I have made a slight miscalculation. This is going to be interesting. The cable for the Dreamcast barely reaches, so I might have to be a tad far away just to make sure it reaches well enough. Alright, here we go. Hydro Thunder. Fortunately, this should be the one game where I have to worry about this. So, as you saw by the price tag, Hydro Thunder was $30 or $35 price tag. I got it for $30, so got a little bit of a discount on it.
Thunder.
Alright, game.
Choose your track.
I do remember this game being pretty difficult to learn when we played this for RBC. It's an arcade racer, so anything arcade is gonna kick your ass.
Midway.
Midway. This seems like one of those games I should really have in my Dreamcast collection, which is one of the reasons I especially decided to jump for it. I'm gonna readjust volume a little bit in my ears. Turn it down slightly. Now, do I remember how to do this? I think I already fucked up because when I unpaused, I was instinctively holding down the A button because, you know, Mario Kart brain. But no, I had to use the shoulder buttons to accelerate. I'm pretty sure.
Choose your track. Thunder Park. Choose your boat. Midway.
Midway. Now let's hold down the right button, me.
3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
Now I'm trying to think of other stories from PRGE. One of my friends brought Bomberman on the TurboGrafx, which was a bit of a interesting story. That's the boost button, okay. But they brought them on the Turbo Express, so I got my first chance to use the Turbo Express, which was cool. Always wanted to get one of those, but they are expensive to get. But I just think it's such a cool thing. Not that I really need one now, because if I want to play my TurboGrafx games legitimately on the go, there's always the Analog Pocket now. Let's get that big boost. It's just the 2 laps? No, we'll go to the final lap now. Okay. And maybe I'll be able to squeeze out a win. Although we're not really gaining on first place here. I might just end up having to settle for second unless... Come on, come on. Rubber Band AI. I think they just don't stop. Well, at least I managed to win. Also, welcome in, Techie. Welcome to our Gaming on a Budget stream. Oop. Top time, hell yeah.
Hydro Thunder. Choose your track.
I think I gotta do... I forget what the exact criteria is. It's like 3rd place or higher on all 3 easy courses in order to unlock the medium ones or something like that. I'm gonna at least unlock those before we move to the next game. That'll give us a few races. Yeah, finish easy in top 3 to race medium tracks, so... that should be reasonably doable, right? I would hope. Aha! Shortcut! Let's get some boosts. Gotta find those super secret shortcuts. I think we were talking about this when we had it on the show proper. We were talking about how you just outright need the, you just need to know where some of these shortcuts are if you want any hope at winning some of these races. I'm kind of trying to feather tap the boost and seeing how well that works for me. Getting a decent head of speed while also not sacrificing boost too much. I could have taken the ramp and it would have been so cool. I'm sure the left turn is another one of those super secret shortcuts. Oh, is that actually the finish? Yeah, I think it's just the one... it's just the one lap. Okay. Well, that's intriguing. Oh. At least we know that now, so I don't have to be quite as sparing with my boost.
Hydro Thunder. Choose your track. Lost Island.
Alright, back into Lost Island. Another thing about it, I think they did have an arcade machine for Hydro Thunder at the con. I should have played on that some. One, go! Alright, let's go ahead and take this shortcut. Oh shit, not getting that boost now. Fucking shoved out of the way. have no idea how to get the boost that's up there, but it would be real helpful if I could get it. Ah, shit, out of boost. I couldn't get the other boost that was on the track either. And not feeling great about my odds right now in this course. This is where well, I got the boost. I'll at least get third, which is what I need. I thought I was going to snipe second for a bit there. Oh, playing a bit better, I think I could get first place in that. I don't think it's impossible to. Just difficult. Even though it's an easy course by the game standards. Let's see if we can get third or better on Arctic Circle and unlock the medium courses, then we'll move on to our next game.
Choose your boat. Midway.
Arctic Circle. I wonder if it's going to be cold. And immediately start by holding down the wrong button. There's no quick restart button, unfortunately, in the menu. Could use that right about now, but we'll play by ear. I'd like to think we'll still be able to do okay. But I think this is one of the stages that really gave us problems when we played this for RBC, so your mileage may vary. Time extended. Ah, I missed the boost. Fuck. There's almost certainly like a hidden shortcut or something in one of those pathways that I'm just not going for. I can almost guarantee you. Alright, fighting for 7th now. Sixth. That's 5th place. And the finish line's coming up, so yeah. Did I launch you over the... Totally launched you over the finish line. It sucks. Alright, well, I think that's I would have loved to unlock the medium stage, but I think that's a good enough illustration for Hydro Thunder. Mainly because my arms are getting sore from having to hold the controller in the awkward position I am. Due to the cord length and the Dreamcast being way on the other side. Let's go ahead and save. What's this option anyway? Ah, jump pack. Sounds like a cord problem, yeah. So I used to have the Dreamcast in a cubby hole, like, right here in front of me. But now it's being taken up by my analog Super NT. I think because of other cable links. Cable links suck, is the takeaway. Anyway. Let's go ahead and move on to our next game here. I'm gonna go shut off the Dreamcast before we get to that. Be right back. We're going to GameCube for this next one. I gotta readjust what cords are plugged in. I think I've also come to the conclusion that the console I hate plugging in the most when I have to switch around what's plugged in is the GameCube, just because of some of the cable links for it. It sucks. Anyway, go and fish out our next game here. For GameCube, we have another RBC classic, Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. It's probably... hold on a second. It's hard to see the cover because the blue from the retro chink is reflecting. So, let me turn on the GameCube and it should make it a bit easier to see. Here we go. Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. Case has seen better days, mostly just like a price sticker, but I can always swap out for another one if I need to. Became known in our community as Kitty May Skate. An obvious play off of Devil May Cry. It's got everything here, manual, disc. I actually need the disc because I need to put it in the GameCube. Got this for... I think they were asking $50 for it. I got it for $45. So getting another one of those $5 discounts. It's also the most expensive game I got on this con visit. So fun story there. It's all going to be cheaper games from here on. Which I've been looking out for this one for a while, and I always saw it for like $60, so I feel like I got a decent deal. What is it going for on price charting anyway? Let's see here. Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. Yeah, 46 is what it's going for complete on price charting, so I paid about... what I paid was about right. Oh shit, game disc cannot be read. Please read the Nintendo GameCube instruction booklet for more information. Oh fuck. Yeah, disc is a bit scratched. That might just involve a, if it doesn't work, that's just gonna be like a, probably like a visit to my local game store or something. That's not too big of a deal. Let's see if it works this time. Oh, looks like it's reading. No Hello Kitty roller rescue data. Create game data then. Let's see how long before we get another error. Oh, okay. Alright, so... I guess it just means I'm gonna need to set this one aside to get cleaned. That's fine. Unfortunate, but fine. And hey, this is gonna be a fun reason to go through each of the games and play them for a bit, so I can figure out what games need cleaning. There's some lovely gameplay, sure was. Alright, well, one good thing, that means the only games I have left are PS2 and PS1 games. That's everything else I got left in this bag here. So I'm going to go hook up the PS2. And we're gonna hope these games work. I think I grabbed... yeah. Over here. My PS2 controller. So I believe in my pickups here, I want to say I have 2 PS2 games. Let me look at my notes here really fast. Make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. Yes, 2 PS2 games. And neither of them I got a discount on, so... let's start with the one that, well, both of these games we actually played somewhat recently, but let's start with one that we played during the, Retro Book Club Arena proper. Ooh, this one, box is real roughed up for this one. Guess I'll be, replacing this box later, but the actual artwork is mostly fine. But this is Crash Twinsanity for PS2. We had this on... here, I'll actually illustrate here. Like, right here, it's pretty roughed up. But I got this for like $10, so shrug. It has everything else. Like, there you go. But I have... I played this for Retro Book Club, specifically the Retro Book Club Arena. This was courtesy of Alfie 5. Disc looks okay, so we shouldn't have any disc read errors with this one. Yeah. Let's get it put in there. So I can start loading up. I'm more worried about the PS1 games they're gonna run, personally speaking. There's your Crash Twinsanity. Where's my controller? Here it is. Let's see what I remember from when we played Crash Twinsanity. It was only like a month, 2 months ago? Like a month ago. Not quite a month ago. God, my sense of time is all over the place now, isn't it? I guess we'll do a new game. Create a save file. Yeah, that all seems good. Make a save that I will proceed to never visit again. We'll save in that file.
I'm gonna get ya. Come here.
Sleep, my insipid angel. Boom, 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 Crash! Crash!
I forgot about this stupid cutscene.
There's something weird going on in the bay. Come see.
Oh, save enabled, yay. Insanity Island. I forget what all the collectibles are. Am I supposed... Hold on. Sorry, I'm like when we play this for RBC, instead of playing for distance, I'm playing for, like, actual completion. Oh, they want me to... I assume they want me to just keep going through the nitro. Because it's normally, hence being nitro, it's normally very explosive. Okay, here we go. Gem is mine! Yeah, crud. Did I say the price I paid for this? Hold on, let me double check. I think I did, but in case I didn't, this was a $10 game. And considering I oftentimes hear mixed things about Twin Sanity, you know what? I'll take it for 10. Alright. That's how I belly flop. I had to remember. Is there a thing I'm supposed to shoot with it? Hold on. I'm looking around here. Nothing that's immediately jumping out to me as shoot this. I would have thought these towers here, but it does not. No, maybe it is. Because that is what they're pointing to, so... Yeah, it is those, okay. Oh, I don't even, like, have a pushing animation or anything. God, that is jank. God, we appreciate the jank of video games. Okay, aim for you. There we go. It's weird playing this on actual hardware now compared to when I was playing it, like, a few weeks ago. There's another gem.
It is I, Aku Aku. My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers.
Cool, thanks, Aku Aku. You can't tutorialize me about that a bit sooner? Okay, I got 2 gems. Right, and there's auto-saving, so I don't have to worry too much about manually saving. Although I probably will, just on instinct. Never trust autosave, as they say. This is also just a good reminder for me, hey, I should play the other Crash games, because I'm playing my fair share of Crash 1 and 100% it. 100% of the original PS1 version not too long ago. And played through Insane Trilogy, but never really delved into the other crashes. There's another gem over here. Not gems, but there are one-ups. I'm not a fan, though, of fall stun damage. It doesn't actually damage me, but it does stun me for like a second. Which is pretty annoying. Fish! More lives, too. Oh, that's death. Okay. I thought I'd be fine. What a fool I was for thinking that. It's over this way. Oh, another Aku Aku. Can't go that way. Cool. I also have zero idea this is a game that's designed with the idea in mind that you can just 100% areas your first time through them or not. Because I'm playing it under the pretense of, oh yeah, I can 100% it. I might not be able to. That might be a bad assumption on my part. Shit! That is where one of the gems are. Okay, I don't have to do any X button timing or anything like that. Just pick up the gem. Just jump on the guy and I'll get sprung up easily. I've hit 1%! Hell yeah! Fuck.
It is I.
Oh, and you have to tutorialize me each time?
You may summon me by breaking open these crates.
There's no
Call
skip
me thrice,
button.
and I shall grant you special powers.
Great. Well, at least I got one of those lives back. Well, the only place I don't think I've explored is, like, that away. Actually, no, I think that's the way I get back. So... where go now? This way? I don't think it's that way. I could push this thing around. Hey! I grew a tree. To what end, though? There's 3 monkeys. Am I supposed to grow 3 trees? Or is it just they shake fruits out of the trees for me to get? I don't understand a thing. Are those lives respawn? Could I hypothetically grind lives if I really wanted to? I don't know if I even tested this when we played this for RBC Arena. Or maybe I did and just kind of blocked the game from my memory. No, it's just regular question mark crates. Damn. They got me good with that one. See here. This is a decent vantage point, at least, for looking around, figuring out where I might have to go. logic would tell me... Because there's a... cave that way, so logic would tell me go that way, but... Big gap says otherwise. Unless I can... What I can figure is I had to raise those platforms somehow, but I'm not sure how. There we go. That's what I tried to do the first time, and it did nothing. Great. Waste of time, then. I'm gonna feel like a dummy when I finally remember. Oh yeah, this is what I was supposed to do. Right. Can I stick the soccer balls in the hole? Nope. Or can I stick that in the hole? Oh, I think it's this way. I'm an idiot. Shit. That bomb doesn't come back, does it? Ah, it doesn't look like it does. Damn it. Auto-saving!
Come on, follow me, Crash! Stay close and do what I do!
Oh, so this is like our tutorial area sort of thing. Well, if it's auto-saved... I guess I'll make a save proper just because I don't trust auto-save. But this shows, Crash Twin Sanity a bit here. Alright. Let's move on to our next game here. Let me go ahead and shut off the PS2. Disc back in its case here. I'll have to make a note to replace the box at some point, but game works and that's the important thing. Now our last PS2 game, and then after this it's entirely PS1 games from here on out. But I think I picked a good PS2 game to go out on. Killer 7 for PS2. We had this, I think... Was this on the week before I left for PRGE? It was super recent, I know that. Yes, it was the most recent episode of Retro Book Club that we had this on. Killer 7. Now, a little thing to note here is when we played it for Retro Book Club, we had the GameCube version. This is the PS2 version. I mean, they should fundamentally be the same game, just on two different consoles. But of note, I got this for 28 bucks. You can see the price tag down there. If I got the GameCube version, which I might find it later, but right now it's not urgent for me. If I got the GameCube version, I'd be probably paying somewhere around 60 bucks. So, another reason to go PlayStation if you're trying to game on a budget. Despite PlayStation nowadays, PS2 era stuff is dirt cheap. So let's get this fired up. Just in time for me to forget all about how to play Killer 7 all over again. Whew. See what all we got left in here. It is all PS1, right? Yeah, looks like it's all PS1 in here. That's a Killer 7 load up a bit. Oh, people are finding this interesting because this is an idea that I actually had last year. I came with this idea last year at PRGE of like doing a donathon and then having them like utilizing that money and trying to get games on a budget and do a stream about that. It's kind of been in my mind for a while. But let's go ahead and... Oh god, I gotta find my PS2 controller again. Here it is. Go and play some Killer 7. Alright, yep, that is a Killer 7 title screen. Expect some extreme combat. Sure, let's go on Deadly. Nothing could go wrong with that. I'm not gonna remember anything about how to play Killer 7. I think I remember some of the things that I fucked up when we were playing Killer 7 for Retro Book Club. So they'll hopefully not get me. Garcia and Smith. Killer 7 is always one of those games that I hear about, especially considering it's a pseudo work. But I just never got around to playing proper, so now that I picked up a copy, maybe this will incentivize me to actually sit down and finish Killer 7.
It's me. So, you there yet?
You mean this shithole?
That's where they all hang out. Our information tells us that there's 14 of them.
And they're all fun.
Nah, keep one alive so we can ask where the boss is.
Anything else I should know?
Nah, not really. You'll know when you see them, they're, different.
Will do.
May the Lord smile.
And the devil have mercy.
A free-for-all fight in the multiplayer... Oh, I didn't see the rest of that. For the Heaven Smile headquarters and capture the Chief alive. When I get tutorialized on how to play, you wish to learn controls? No. I think I remember them well enough from when we were playing this. On RBC. But we'll find out.
You don't want to go any further. It's dangerous. My friends are all dead. They were all murdered by people that look like this. I have been chosen.
Heaven Smile.
Oh, shit. There's more than 14. Those bastards are breeding.
And Smith. Gonna try to skip through dialogue a little bit more. This is the way to the save point, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I think it's Samantha that I saved. Let me double check the TV, though. I think the TV is character select.
Don't make me say it again. I'm a...
Wait here.
I've changed my makeup. I've changed my...
Wait. Wait here.
I guess we'll switch to you, or I guess just like the menu rather. I want to talk to Samantha. There we go. I guess it just wasn't close enough. Yep, and you're where I go to save. So let's make a save, so that way we can just come back to this if we die. We're good. And now that we have that backup save, let's do some killer 7ing. What do you have to tell me? We're in a tight spot. Yeah, thanks for telling me a lot. Let me make a suggestion. Turn back. No. Okay, bye. Right, the explosive guys. Away. Oh, that's the map button. I don't even remember what the buttons are. Yeah, I think that's the scan button that I was looking for. Right spot, yeah. Parking. I never remember how to navigate menus, so I'm kind of just feeling my way around most of the time. You tell me we're in a tight spot. Use the R button and press square 3 times. Okay, so this is how to do the super. Which we need to use here. That's map button again. Shit. I've already fucked it. I think this is the other thing I need to remember. I'm playing this on PS2 now. When I played this up for RBC, I played it on GameCube, and controls aren't always the most intuitive in this game, so I might fumble the controls a bit because of the controller change. But it's just something I'll have to adapt to. I accidentally chose the TV, didn't I? Yep. I don't want the TV, though. I want to go to the hallway, so I can retrieve the dang body. Alright, once we round this corner, maybe a bit before. Okay, there isn't anybody. I knew there was a guy that jumped me there. Maybe doesn't come back. Well, there's the body bag. I'll be taking that.
Look, I'm a cleaner. I can feel no remorse when seeing a dead body. To me, it's merely cold, rotting tissue.
Give it life! Press it 9 times a second. I could have done a bit better, faster than that. Alright, back to Dan. Now we've got our little refresher on how to play. I'm gonna hope that's gonna allow us to do some more progress here. I'd like to make a bit more progress before we jump over to the next game. We shouldn't get ambushed, but I'm gonna, scan anyway, because why trust anything, truly? You think I trust this game? That's a funny one. Let's actually shoot you proper this time. Why aren't you dead yet? There we go. I need to grind up some blood. What is it, a level 3 charge I need or something like that? So I need to kill quite a few of you then. I should probably figure out what the actual reload button is instead of just emptying my clip if there is a reload button. Because some games just don't have a reload button for reasons. Just, if you want to reload, you gotta empty your whole clip. Ooh, that was close.
Collateral shot.
Let's get that thing down. Does the air guy go down with you? Nope. I have to kill you still. Well, that part's easy enough, I suppose. It's your job to eradicate Heaven's smile, right? I guess so. Seek the Queen. Okay. Bullet. Bullet, get. Is there anything else I had to do here? Or is it just this the end of this path? I think you just tell me the same thing again. Well, okay, let's get out of here then. Hallway. Oh yeah, now we can go through this hallway. And I think this is about where we got to when we... Oh, nope. I saw you coming a little too late. Oops. We're in a tight spot. An ultra tight spot. Okay. We'll continue to be in a tight spot.
Help me!
Kaboom. Sometimes I forget about how fucked up Killer 7 is sometimes, and I remember, oh yeah, it's a Suda game. And then things start to make more sense from there. I got some more guys here. That would have been dead on. Oh well, that was still pretty solid. Go to Harmon's room, because I think this is where we can save, and then we can get out of this game and move on to the next one. What do you have to say this time? Oh, just information. Can we not save here? We might have to go all the way back if we want to save. Which would be annoying. Oh. Micro Smile. I definitely think this is further than we got when we play this for RBC. Am I dead now? I think I'm dead now. Great. Well, that's fun. If I go back to the room where I can save, then I'm gonna save. If not, I'll do the revival thing and then go back and save. No, this is where I save. Cool. Well, then I'm gonna take advantage of that, and we're gonna get out of Killer 7 for now. I think I did went a bit longer on Killer 7 than I was intending to, but it's a fascinating game, so... not the most surprising thing. Alright! Now, we get to the wonderful world of PS1 games. Let me get Killer 7 out of the PS2 first, though. Well, not only get Killer 7 out of the PS2, but I need to grab my PS1 memory card. Just sitting over here. It's easy enough to grab, though. Okay, PS1 memory cards slotted in. So, let's start digging through our PS1 games here and see what we come up with. Well, let's start with a set of 4 games and all 4 of them I bought from the same booth. So I got all of them together for $5 off. It was, in total, a $100 purchase for, 4 games, normally $105. So, let's start with the first one from that stack, which is Ridge Racer Type 4. We've had this on our Retro Book Club a few times, and it's been enjoyable every time we've had it on here. You can see price tag on here, 35 bucks. Got everything. Just looking through everything else here. It's got both the discs. Fish this game out though and pop it in the PS2. Yep. Bag fell. Get that bag back. I don't know how much we'll do with these remaining games, because I didn't really have any sort of plan in mind for how long I wanted to be live for. I was just kind of playing it by ear for how long I was going to play each of these games. Game is loading currently. Yeah, I forget who gave it out. I know this is one of those that we've had 2 times on here. I remember it being enjoyable, but I do like arcade racers, so... Ridge Racer Type 4! I'm guessing I can't just set it to autosave. That'd be too convenient for PS1. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I'll just have to remember to save my progress proper once we're done playing Ridge Racer. Grand Prix.
Welcome to the Real Racing Roots 99 Grand Prix. Here are the rules of competition for this Grand Prix. The Grand Prix consists of 3 stages with a total of 8 races. Stages 1 and 2 each consist of 2 races, while the final round consists of 4 races. You have 4 chances to advance through each race. You must finish within a qualifying position to advance through each race of the Grand Prix. If you fail to advance, you must retire from the Grand Prix. The qualifying position for each stage is as follows. You must finish 3rd or better in each race to advance through stage 1. 2nd place or better in each race to advance through stage 2. And finally, a 1st place finish is required for all 4 races in the final round.
Damn, not holding back if you had to finish first in each one.
The first 2 stages and place first in all 4 races of the final round. Good luck.
Good luck. I don't know if we'll do the full Grand Prix, but... Oh, we have to pick a team. Pack Racing Club. Micro Mouse Mappy. Of course, they're all based off of Namco properties. Fine, we'll go with the Pack Racing Club. Yes, yes, let me get into racing. We select manufacturer. Drift, grip, and... Okay, so it's drift or grip. I'll go with grip. I don't really know what I'm doing in these menus. I'm just pressing buttons. Cars have excellent traction, so they handle corners very well. Now let's see if I remember how to actually drive. Okay, I can end GP at any time. Hopefully that means save progress and return to at a later time.
Real Racing Roots 99 in Helter Skelter. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh yeah, we start in first person. I forgot about that little factoid. Triangle switches between perspectives, though, if you don't want to do first person. But, you know, we'll do first person for a bit. They start me on it by default. Let's have a bit of fun with it. I remember quite liking using the first person mode in this game when we played it. Is there a drift button now I think about it? I don't know. At least I don't remember. I'm kind of just feathering on the brake button as needed. Alright, well, 4th place currently. Out of 8. So not the worst we could be doing after our first lap. We're about to pass that 3rd. So we are in a qualifying position now. Question becomes, can we keep said qualifying position? Possibly even do a bit better, get up to 1st. And we're trailing behind 2nd here. Well, anytime I crash is not really helping my case any of trying to catch up to them. And there's still 3rd. I think we're gonna pass you. Oh no, we're not going to. Damn. Kept it 3rd all the way to the end. Oh well, it's still qualifying. Can't complain about that. That was impressive. Let's do one more race. And we'll move on to the next game.
Real Racing Roots 99 in Wonder Hill. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see how this race goes. I want to eke out 1st place. That'd be not fun to do. Fun nuts go out on for this game. This is one that I am going to be probably playing more of after stream. That and Killer 7. And the first thing I'm going to do once stream is done is see if I've got some more heavy-duty cleaning supplies to see if I can clean that Hello Kitty Roller Rescue disc. And the 5th. Where would 4th be? There's 4th. Maybe I should also consider just like letting go of the gas. Not even having to apply brakes, just letting go of the gas. It might do me more good than I would give it credit for. Alright, into 4th now. And there's 3rd. I think that's the 1st lap. No. That's the 1st lap. Need to not bounce off the walls, though. I might be keeping a steady third place for a bit. A little less than steady now. Makes me wonder just how far ahead second and first are if I haven't seen them, like, at all. Okay, there's second. I think the next straightaway is the last one, which might be enough time to bypass second. But in the upcoming races, I gotta start getting my act together if I want to place a bit higher than that. I don't think I have enough time. It's gonna be close, but nope, not quite. Well, still qualified. And that's the important thing. Sure, let's go ahead and save. And that way we can move on to the next game. Alright. Let's shut off the PS2. And let's get ready to pull out the next game here. I need to put Ridge Racer away. Okay, next up we're going to continue with that batch of 4 games that I bought. Ridge Racer was the first one. Second one in this batch of 4 games I got for $100. Let's see what we got in here. This will do nicely. The game that actually inspired me to do this in the first place, because when I looked it up on RBC and for how fun it was a pretty cheap game. Assault Retribution for PS1. Price tag on there, you can see $18, which isn't too bad. I'll be real sad this one doesn't work. Disc looks pretty clean, so it should. See, Hello Kitty's made me paranoid. I'll remove those price stickers later, though. But Assault Retribution is Contra... 3D Contra if it was good, because the 3D Contra games on PS1 are notably not good. So Assault Retribution seemed like it'd be a good game to grab, because it was a lot of fun playing when I played it for RBC. I even brought it to another RBC, one of the bonus stream ones, and it went over pretty well there too. I don't know if this game lets me save partway through, or if you have to play the whole game in one run, so we might just do a run of the first stage or something like that. Oh, we gotta get this cutscene in here first. It's very important. Get that fan service in, that PS1 fan service. let's actually jump into the game. Okay, I can create a new file. One block to save. On create. Alright, let's go as Reno. This is on my list that I wanted to go through in full. And now that I have it, this will be a good opportunity to do exactly that. Alright, now do I remember how to play the game? Okay, right shoulder buttons will... Okay, that's how I strafe, yep. Okay, I remember how to play the game now. So you can aim up, aim down, you have a strafe button. Otherwise, you can just kind of attack. I think I got other things I can do. Other fun tricks. I need to get some more weaponry, too. We got in some of these supply crates. Some +3s. I think that's something to do with my weapon or something? I don't remember. Oh, my ammo count's starting to go down. But it does recover over time. What is this? That's an ammo recovery. Noted. Also, no, don't just go, like, all willy-nilly on ammo. I do not remember, though, what the +3 is. I have relevance when I die or something. They give you items very frequently, so you might as well use them or lose them. Especially since some of them are full ammo restores or health restores. Boss. Dead boss. Nothing in your chamber either, so let's just keep going. I remember this also not being a stage-based game, it's just kind of continual. So there's also that. Won't have much of an idea of where's going to be a good stopping point. This is another one that's going to go on my play later list. Okay, so the, so L2 just locks me into place completely. So I can fire in any direction. Okay, I can switch weapons, but they all share ammo. Alright, I think I'm remembering a lot about this game now. shock weapon, I think I remember being good for bosses. Problem is, its ammo consumption is ridiculous. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna play much more of this. Just because it's progress that's gonna be lost when I shut off the system. But you kind of get the idea of Assault Retribution. It's one that I definitely recommend. It's one that I wanted to find when I set out to find games for cheap. Definitely will be finishing this later. Maybe even on stream, who knows? Alright, what's next up in this bag here? Let's go with this one next. A little bit of a known one here because of the box art. It is Bust-A-Move 2. Look at that face right there. Good face right there. Hilariously, one of my friends, shout out to Hypercool, who rated earlier, who was with me at the con, we were at that booth together, and Cole picked up Bust-A-Move 4 with, like, a very cute sort of box art. I grabbed Bust-A-Move 2 with the cursed box art. Alright, let's put Assault Retribution back, though. Bust-A-Move 2, if you didn't see the price tag earlier, it was $22 in this purchase. Now I think about it, I don't remember much from when we played this. I assume the actual cursed artwork doesn't actually show up in game. But we'll find out. Oh boy, will we find out. How many games do I have left in my bag anyway? Looks like I got 6 more games after this one. Oh boy. How much we'll play of each of them? Kinda up in the air. I feel like I don't have to play much of Bust-A-Move for you to get the point of it being a Bust-A-Move game. But we'll still play some of it. Oh, there's credits. Oh. Well, if Acclaim published this, then that kind of tracked with the box art. The very Acclaim-ass box art. Or configuration. There's no save, is there? Might be one of those games that doesn't have a save. So it's just arcade game. Have fun. We'll just play on normal. Normal should be good enough for my purposes. I just realized the tagline on here. So addictive, it should be illegal. That buddy is snood. I know what's up here. The more balls you drop, the more you fuck over your opponent. Be nice if I could fuck him over some more, but I need a white ball. Thank you. Love the shot. Rip. At least I dropped a few balls like that. Oh, I need to make this shot. Nope. I'm in trouble now. Never mind, haha! I win. This is just best of one? Yeah. I guess this would hypothetically be beatable then, like, really quick. Like, if it's just the versus mode. No, like, 100 stages or anything like that. Which is what I'm used to in Bust-A-Move. That would depend on how hard the game gets. Oh, fuck. I need to stop screwing up these shots. Okay, well, at least I got that one. Well, okay. It was only like 8 rounds or so. At the rate we're going, maybe we should just see if we can finish this game. Get another game clear going. Oh, it knows that I want a specific ball color, and is not giving me it at all. Fuck you, game. Not playing your game anymore. Damn it. Flew too close to the sun. Shit. Double shit. There's a new Bubble game coming out soon. The roguelike one, right? What about that too? I'm curious about it. Oh god. I'm fucked on this. Okay, so maybe in line with an arcade game, round 3 is when the AI starts coming to play. Let's drop a lot of balls all at once. Cause problems on purpose for the AI. Oh, I could make an incredible shot here. Hell yeah. Oh, god damn it. That was a big facepalm moment for me. Ah, damn it. Oh, for God's sake. I make this shot? Not easily. I can make that one, though. Oh my god. Yeah, he's once again playing for keeps. Yeah, alright, fine. I guess this is one I'm gonna have to game clear on my own time. Because I've wasted so many credits. I don't think my progress saves at all, so putting in my high score probably doesn't matter any. What about time attack? Is that the actual 100 stages, or is it just like a single stage or something? We're gonna find out. Okay, it's 10 rounds. But again, my progress isn't saved. What's the point? Well, it's still Bust-A-Move, so it'll be fine. I think this is my first time actually owning a Bust-A-Move game proper now I think about it. Or at least, like, one of the console ones, so I could play this with friends. Maybe get better at the game like that. Alright. Let's do the last of the 4 purchases from the same booth that I got $5 off for. Just put Bust-A-Move back first of all. Alright, where's the last one from those purchases? I'll know it when I see it. It's this one, okay. This is another one that I was excited to grab, because it was a fun... I remember it being a fun game, because I tested it for somebody, and then later it showed up on Retro Book Club, and fuck yeah, I love this game. Devil Dice, for PlayStation. $30. This is a weird puzzle. Up to 5 players in multiplayer. What the heck? What has Devil Dice not told me? Oh god. Card fell out. Ugh. I guess this is just like an advertisement. Yeah, it's just an advertisement thing for other THQ games on PS1. But we're not here for those other THQ games. We're here for Devil Dice. In you go, Devil Dice. That's because I haven't welcomed you in yet. Welcome in, Ultron. Hope your evening's been well. We've been... How many games have we gone through at this point? I mean, I can just look back here at my beanbag chair. Count them off. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, well, rather 8. Because 9 of them, but 1 of them didn't work. So we're going through all the PRGE pickups, but let's have a look at Devil Dice. Let's do some Devil Dicing. What was the mode that we all jumped into? Let's see if I remember that. No game data. Well, can we make some game data? Probably an option. The puzzle, I believe, is what we did. Yeah, because the idea is, you see we have the ×3 for the 3 dice. We have to have the 3 face up. That's the whole idea of Devil Dice, is you're rolling around dice to make the right side of it be face up. So the puzzles give you a certain amount of moves, so we have 4 moves. And I can also rotate the camera as needed, too. Which would be helpful for information, especially because we're not on any sort of time limit. And some of these are just super easy. But it's also something like earlier stages, so... It's just that? Yeah. One of the dev kit things they made. That's neat if that's the case. Okay, that's not how... Oh, right, the screaming whenever you fuck up the stage. I can't... Does that work? Okay, that does work. Interesting. Oh, I remember how this works. Because you can get off the dice. And that adds another element to it. Like being able to push. Yeah. Some kind of low-cost dev kit thing Sony did back then. Guess that makes sense. Just that? No. Oh, okay. Don't know what exactly I did there, but sure. Okay, this way, and then this way. Yeah. Oh, you know what it actually probably is? The number on the dice reflects how many, of that side need to be up. That's probably what it is and why I got confused. So, like, this is 3, so I need 3 of the same dice next to each other. The last one's 4. I need 4 dice next to each other, so on and so forth. Nope. Okay, it's a 3. The 3's on that side. How do I do this? Maybe like this? Yeah, like that, okay. This is really up there with other games that I played on RBC, such as Turnabout. Turnabout's another good game. Okay. Forgot that the face buttons are all emote buttons. Let's restart this stage. Okay, select is the quick restart for the current stage. Noted. One done. Oh god. What am I supposed to do with this? That side is... Okay. Not as complex as it looks. 7 steps, great. I think this gets the point across of what Double Dice, or at least the puzzle mode, is like. So let's actually jump into trial mode here and see what we can do in trial mode, where we have no limit to how many moves we can take. We're just out to get a high score. How do I do the rest of this, though? Look, just because I will go to bat to Devil Dice, it does not mean I am good at Devil Dice. How do I get back on? Do I have to... Yeah, how am I supposed... I can push them around now. How do I get back up on a dice? Can I just... Boobard? There's probably something that I'm not realizing that I can do. Trying all the buttons. I thought it would be as simple... Oh, I had to get up on one as it's spawning in. Okay. So how do I guess that? Sure. Alright, I got 5 of a kind. Add another 5 on there. And another 5. Oh, fuck, but now I'm... Oh, no, never mind, I'm on the platform again. So, on the ground seems like the worst position for you to be. Is also what I am being taken to understand. Alright, but that's how the main thing goes. So, if you can find Devil Dice out in the wild and you like puzzle games, I would recommend giving Devil Dice a shot. Kind of like doing a Rubik's Cube. Maybe that's why I'm bad at it, because I'm historically bad at doing Rubik's Cubes. I enjoy them, but I'm bad at doing them. There was a Rubik's Cube at work that whenever I just had time, I just kept fiddling with, and never really felt like I was making progress with it. Well, let's have a look at our next game here. Let's see here. I believe we went through all the games for that group of games I got at a lone booth, so... Let me get Devil Dice back in its case. Like I said at the start of stream, a lot of PS1 games. Yeah, I'll be getting some pretty good use out of my PS1 after stream. That's for sure. Alright. We get to jump into some more Kuso shit now. Flintstones Bedrock Bowling for PlayStation for 15 bucks. That feels like I overpaid. Did I overpay on that? Hold on. Oh, no, that's about what it goes for on price charting. Complete. Okay. I had this a while back on Retro Book Club. Saw it on Kusa Grande later after the fact. I'm just gonna do a frame or two. I'm not feeling up to Bedrock Bowling. Yabba dabba don't. But I'll play it, just for you. Just because I'm gaming on a budget, that doesn't mean all the games I'm buying are good games. Alright, let's go ahead and flip over here. That Warner Brothers logo. And South Peak Interactive. Oh, is that Radical Entertainment? Or is that supposed to be the logo for Radical Entertainment that was about to show up? Or is it a different one? Oh, Adrenaline. Okay. Yeah, let this title screen really sell what we're about to play.
Come on, Lullabelle. I gotta meet Bonnie for a bowling practice.
Like I've got nothing better to do.
Oh boy, quitting time. Yabba dabba doo. And where do you think you're going, Flintstone? Well, I'm leaving for the day, Mr. Slate. You'll do nothing of the kind. If your trench isn't dug by morning, you can leave permanently. Yes, Mr. Slate. Right away, Mr. Slate. Oh, the frankest son of what a clandestine Benedict.
Hiya, Fred. I got the kids so Wilma and Betty could go shopping. It's time for us to bowl. What are you doing? Let's go.
I can't, Bon. Mr. Slate wants this trench dug by morning, or else I'm fired.
Gee, that'd make the third time this week, and it's only Tuesday.
Oh, hardy har har. Say, whose side are you on?
Well, how are you gonna practice in time for the big bowling tournament? Your game's getting kinda rusty.
Yeah, I know, Bon. I wish there was a way to get this trench dug and practice bowling at the same time.
Ooh.
Therefore,
Finished, masters?
Bedrock Bowling.
The Great Gazoo. At yours.
Alright. Let's actually do some Bedrock Bowling. Sure, we'll just leave it on defaults.
Whoa,
Like I said, probably only gonna do a frame or two.
We need in Bedrock more rocks.
Oh, boy!
So, what if we mini-golfified bowling?
Here goes a throw in action. There's another one. There's another one.
I guess it's not the worst it could be, but... goddamn.
I'm hot now.
If they made this like the show for FMV, it would improve the game a lot. Yeah! That would only make too much sense, wouldn't it? Strike!
Well done. Aren't you just...
So, I mean, it's kind of neat for a bonus game. Or a bonus game, for a bowling game. Where you're going through a course trying to hit as many things in it, instead of, like, you just had the 10 pins at the end. Now the pins are scattered throughout the stage.
Let's rock and roll.
I'm firmly in the camp of it could be a whole lot worse than this. They had an idea and they ran with it. Whether or not it's a good idea, your mileage may vary on that.
Way to go, pretty boy. Got it.
Okay, circle button seems to be the accelerate.
Whoop.
Oh god. Well, not getting that seagull. Yeah, if you hit all the seagulls, that extends the lane, it seems. So you can actually go for the strike. I mean,
Here goes a throw.
maybe this is something I'll keep in my back pocket for when friends are over, and we'll just do some bedrock bowling. At least a few of these games are multiplayer, so I can definitely show them to friends with the intent of, hey, play this random Kuso game that I found while I was in Portland. Oh, fuck. I mean, I made them play games like No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. And that's always, whenever I have friends over, that's like consistently one of my missions when have people over, is show them something they haven't seen before or played before. One of my friends, I got real big into Nidhogg after they played it at my place. Still proud of that one, because Nidhogg's a real good indie game. Alright. Well, got another strike. Like, looking through the games that we've played so far tonight that are multiplayer. Bust Move 2, I assume Ridge Racers multiplayer, Assault Retribution's co-op. I believe Devil Dice has multiplayer, Hydro Thunder's multiplayer. This is... I don't know if I have any other games that are multiplayer, actually, after this one. It might just be entirely single player after this. Alright, let's do one more frame.
Careful not to let your bowling shell get stuck in these nasty, sticky poo tar pits.
Once we do this lane, we'll move on to the next one.
Let's rock and roll! Way to go, Freddy boy! Way to go, Freddy boy!
Way to go, Freddy boy! Welcome in, Bella Clover.
Way to go, Freddy boy!
To whatever this is. This is what happens when I'm left to my own devices about, oh, I need to pick up games on a budget. Bedrock Bowling. Yeah, that sounds right. Ah, fuck. Missed one. Let's go ahead and save and move on to our next game in line here. Yabba Dabba Doo. Save on the memory card. A number of these are pretty short, so I'll, like... I feel like if I do a full frame of... like a full game of Bedrock Bowling, I can mark this as beaten. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too far into that. Let's switch over to our next game. We've got 4 more games in the tank here. Before we're done for the night. I swear these 15 bucks I paid for Bedrock Bowling will be worth it someday. Alright. What are we pulling out next? Gonna pull out this one. It's the second most expensive game that I bought at the con. Monkey Magic. I gave this out for Retro Book Club, but before that, I played it for a mystery race on Smite's channel. And it was fun during that, so I decided to give it out for an RBC, and, well, I saw it while at the con, so I went ahead and grabbed it. That was 39 bucks. What is Monkey Magic actually going for? I'm not checking it for every game, but... okay, yeah, I definitely overpaid for Monkey Magic. Like 10 bucks more. I paid like 10 bucks more. Whatever. That's not a big deal. Okay. For a second, I was getting concerned that the game wasn't loading. But no, it just took its time. I think my research on this game when we were playing this for Retro Book Club is apparently it's like based on a show or something like that. It's Sunsoft, so it's bound to be of some quality. Oh, this is kind of loud, too. I mean, this definitely looks like the opening for, like, a TV show. Animation quality and all. Let's actually play the game proper. New game.
There are two forces in this world. The one who controls the Earth is the despicable Guardian. And then there's me.
I forget how long this cutscene is. I think it's a decently long cutscene, so we'll just jump into gameplay. If I decide to play through its entirety, then we'll see the cutscene then, but... Or you can watch when we play for RBC. Because I would have definitely watched the cutscene during RBC. Master your magic power. Oh yeah, playing this is bringing back some memories. I also remember the game being kind of bullshit in some other places. So let's see how it decides to treat me. I do remember the voice clip whenever you get an extra life is really good. Monkey, or something to that effect.
My boss, Darth Void, sent me here to help you. Boy, does he have big plans for you.
Oh, right, I can't. Right, there's just a swear button. A swear option in the menu for some reason.
I'm Batty. My boss, Darth Void, sent me here to help you. Boy, does he have big plans for you. Stick with me, and I'll help you gain divine...
I think your dialogue resets too when I pause. Yeah, there's that. There's that clip. Monkey! I feel like I've seen this on Kuso. I don't know if it's been on Kuso before. Like I said, I played it as part of one of Smite's mystery races.
They light up when you pass by, and then if you mess up, this is where you'll return.
So that's where I know this from. If it was on Kuso, I probably would have known, but...
Lock snake keys, Pebble Brain. There's gotta be one over here.
There's one. There we go.
That's the key. Let's unlock that gate.
Joint key, unlock door. Okay, it's telling me go left, but can I go... Or can I... It's telling me go right, but I can go left. Bonus items? Okay, there is fall damage. Noted.
Watch out for the bees! If they get mad, ooh, you better run!
Oh, right, the forced running sections where you're being chased by bees. Monkey! Every time, it's so good. I have a hard time deciding if I would put this in Kuso Grande if I was a GM, because, like, it definitely has that Kuso feel, yes, but, like, it's genuinely kind of a good game. Oh, right. It does get kind of mazy. I'm like, maybe if you get far enough in, because anytime I play this, anytime I have played this anyway, it's been in like a half-hour block, so I don't know how much worse it gets if you're playing it for an hour. I can see the Tomba resemblance. Like, I don't think this is quite as side-questy as Tomba is, granted. Oh, they will chase me back. Okay. Yeah, there's stuff here. I have no... I have no idea what those weird... What are they, infinity symbols? I could barely see what they were. I have no idea what they're for. Yeah, I kind of have this one in my back pocket of maybe do a full stream of it to see how good or bad the game in its entirety is. So maybe that'll be like an after moving thing. Because I do have, like... For those who didn't see, I put a update in Discord saying, hey, I'm gonna be, like, I'm in the process of moving, so streams might be a bit less frequent for a bit while I'm getting moved. And plus, with holidays coming up and me working retail... You know, that's going to factor into things a bit, too. But I might be switching back to streaming primarily as what I do. Once I'm all moved in. And that might include having a few additional streams, and one of them is, like... I have the, like, whenever I do the PRGE games, which is more of, like, a go through the entirety of a series. So, like, right now I'm focused on the PRGE games. I mentioned the Discord. I'm probably going to do the Ys games afterwards. I also mentioned wanting to have a day for, like, a secondary playthrough. Like, just some one-off game that catches my attention. Which would be perfect for something like this. Okay, I think this is forward progress, so... Ow. So what's over this way?
Hold on a sec, monkey. My radar senses something nearby. Maybe you should stand still and look around here.
Stand still and look around here? I mean, I see this. Oh. Probably exactly what they were referring to. And there's some stuff down there, but I must have missed how to get to those. Wait, hang on. Fuck. It can be a bit difficult to grapple with the controls from time to time, because when you press down, you go into a crouching thing, but you have to press up. It's not like a hold down, and you will continue rolling until you're no longer holding down. No, you will just... keep on rolling till the end of time. God damn it. Is it even worth grabbing that life? I don't know if it's worth grabbing it. Especially with the fall damage. So I guess since I was just talking about a post I made in the Discord, hey, if you're not in the Discord... There you go, you can join. I need to do more Discord streams more often as well. Maybe that'll be another thing that I'll do a bit more once I actually get moved in. Okay, yeah, I believe this is the boss fight. I forgot how much the game hands out lies like candy as well. What do? Am I soft locked? Or is there a button I'm just not thinking of?
I always knew you'd make it. Nothing could keep you from divine power now.
Okay, I think your voice line just didn't trigger.
You're too tough for me. I'm out of here.
That was weird, but... question answered.
I'm Beatty. You want in? You've got to get past me first.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'm Bitey. Not bad, monkey boy, but you'll never beat me and my nunchucks.
Well, apparently not. Because I got slaughtered. But being each one's a checkpoint, too.
I'm Bodhi. It's just me and my battle pole between you and the door. And you'll never get in.
Actually, I might get in very easily. I got in very easily.
All right! You beat those bums! I always knew you could do it. Now Subadai can help you get divine power.
Get some extra lives. I think this is the end of the stage, so they might let me save my game now. Well, actually, isn't this... oh, now that I think about it. Monkalicious! I think this is one of the games where you don't get the prompt to let you save your game unless you get a high enough score. I might be misremembering that, but that sounds right. I can check the manual if I'm really that curious, but I'm not really that curious.
Anyone home?
Alright, well, that was a nice taste of monkey magic. Three games to go. Just put monkey magic aside. Alright, let's rip this band-aid off here. Not that it's a bad game, but it's definitely one that's outside my wheelhouse, so it may not be on it for long because of that. This is a Fear Effect for PlayStation. So this was $35, but if you take $35 off of my budget, then it pretty much perfectly evens out. So I think this is the game that I didn't take into account when I was calculating my spendings the first day. Or at least that's what I would assume. So... this is kind of unofficially part of the Gaming on a Budget stream, but I happened to pick it up, so... we might as well go for it. Oh god. It's gonna... I opened up the case and a disc fell out, so I was a little concerned it wasn't securely in there. Because this is a 4-disc game. But it should have all 4 discs. Yeah, it's got all 4 discs. Cool. Not that we're going to be making it past the first disc for this section. So I remember this being a very Resident Evil-esque sort of game. Like that fixed camera tank controls kind of game. But it's done by Eidos, so I guess it's something. The last two games should be, if a bit questionable, more in my wheelhouse than this. Fear Effect had a cool look to it, like Aeon Flux, kinda. Yeah, I remember it looking aesthetically nice. It just wasn't a game that I vibed with that much. But hey, maybe I'll give it a... Oh, right. I love these big cases for PS1 games because it's essentially two jewel cases smashed together. Because of that, the spine says Fear Effect twice. So on a shelf, it would just look like I own two copies of Fear Effect. I think Shenmue does the same thing. Anyway.
Pain is the purest, without ambiguity. You feel it, or you don't.
Let's grab that controller and let's get rolling with Fear Effect. New game. I wonder if we'll even get to a point where we can save, because I remember when we played this for RBC, I got stuck a lot trying to figure out what the game wanted out of me.
Hong Kong, a familiar place in another time. Mercenaries were coming from the west, told of my disappearance by a man, a betrayer who worked for my father. I had become a commodity that would be redeemed for cash.
So, you trust him?
Jin's reliable.
Yeah? How do you know?
He helped me get out of the streets years back, before he threw in with a triad. He's always got an angle, but I'd say he's a friend.
When you're talking about this kind of money, you can lose friends in a hurry. And once we find the girl, we are talking about this kind of money, right, Hana?
Wei Ming Lam is the daughter of the most powerful triad leader in Hong Kong. Don't worry, Glass. If we reach his little runaway first, Lam will pay us handsomely to get her back.
Of course, he'll want us dead as well.
There, that's it. The Lam building.
I've got 11 o'clock straight up.
Jin said he'd be on the pad.
So much for Jin being reliable.
I'll go find him.
I think now is where we jump into gameplay. Yep. That switches items. That's my run button. That's quick. That's duck. That's a combat roll. That's shoot. Triangle is used, is it? Yeah. Hey, some progress. If I remember right, this also had, like, almost the Prince of Persia thing, where, like, the game trolls you a lot, so, like, one wrong move will get you killed. But I could be misremembering that. I mean, that's also not something that's exclusive to Prince of Persia. See item here. Can I pick up item? There we go. Because I'm sure this is the kind of game where ammo is going to be very limited, so... I need any and all ammo I can get. climb down here, but that means I'm also going to be spotted. Oh, that just kills me. I don't know what I expected. I thought I was just going to take damage. Didn't think it was going to be instant death, but... Hey, now we know. And we never hit any sort of save point, so we're back to the beginning. Because remember that might have been something that I got stuck on. We don't need to see the cutscene a second time. Use. Let's just get that gun ready, because we're gonna have to fight these jerks again. Doing some pistol ammo, and some more pistol ammo. Now look through there. Okay, the idea is that they want me to shoot my way through here. Got it. Does that do anything good for me? I have no idea yet. I have a fuse. I can't use that again, so clearly I did whatever I needed to with that. Whatever that ultimately accomplished for me. I assume it has to do with this valve. Which might get the guy to go away. Yeah. So now I can actually climb down. Hey, I'm figuring things out. Oh, and you have a key for me as well. Don't mind if I do. Just gonna help myself to that. Right, to equip the gate key. How does one equip gate key?
I don't think so.
There we go. I just had to hit triangle while it was the active item. Oh shit. And I'm dead! Hooray! Well, I mean, I made a bit more progress, and that's the best I could ask for in a game like this. That I have zero idea what I'm doing. I'll just play it later. Actually get out to the end. Alright, well, we got 2 more games in the tank here. Let's get them played real fast, and then get out of here for the night. Guess what? There are 2 more PS1 games. Told you that I went all in on PS1. Holy moly. Makes sense, because PS1's real cheap. Alright, second to last game here. $8 game here. Inspector Gadget. Gadget's Crazy Maze for PlayStation. One we had relatively recently. Like, within the last season, I think, for Retro Book Club. This is a, Ubisoft gem, so you know it's gonna be good based on that alone. Even the disc is all, like, black and white, which I think is just something that happens with some releases. I don't think it's the only PS1 game that I have that's got a black and white disc. I remember this being on Acoustic Grande, and then Polk decided to do a Polk and give it out for a Retro Book Club. So, you know, it's great. It's wonderful. Oh man, the title screen here is telling about the incredible world of Dick. So as I recall, was this one like a puzzle pushing, like a puzzler where you're pushing things around? Am I remembering that right? Okay, I can load a game, so there's fucking multiplayer for this? What? This is a very Inspector Gadget screenshot, yep. And then it looks completely different. Oh. Is that the reset, or was that title screen? That's reset. Okay. So, yeah, you have to line up the gems, but they all have to be in a row. That's the real caveat. I think if you get caught once, you lose, and you have to restart the stage. I mean, it's a fine enough game. I feel like this is a game I will get my money's worth out of just from playing. Just from playing it here. Like, I'll get my $8 worth from playing through this game. Yeah, it's like Goof Troop. See, there's a game I need to play, Goof Troop. Like, I played it here and there, but never played through it in its entirety proper. Just never owned it for some reason. I got a hammer. I'm sure that hammer will come in handy. Oh, you can swap out items, okay. I can hammer you. Which doesn't... It does stop you, but it doesn't seem like permanently. I don't think permanently. Maybe it's permanent. I have no idea. No, it's not permanent. Shit. I need you to go away from me. I guess I gotta just use this rainbow gem to connect those. I got an idea here. Push that there, and then we can connect all those together. Alright, I need a hammer. So, I haven't seen much of Inspector Gadget. Is this accurate to Inspector Gadget? I have to know. Because methinks this is not entirely accurate to Inspector Gadget. Gonna go out on a limb and say that. Alright, I need another hammer for safety reasons. This should be the last of the gems. Character in the actual game, good graphics though. What's the other Inspector Gadget game I played? I think that was Operation Mad Actus, or whatever it's called on Game Boy Color. I'm gonna call the claw over for some tea. Oh boy, not the claw. Let's do one more stage and then we'll move on to our last game. I gotta parse what all is going on here. This also seems like the kind of game where I'm gonna make one tiny mistake. One itty-bitty mistake. And everything is fucked from there. I just gotta be, maybe a little careful. Like Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, where the game could have any IP. Yeah! The kind of game where it may have been some, like, the same game, but, like, some other IP or an original IP, and then they just put Inspector Gadget on it because they could. And that might sell more. Okay, I think I gotta use the rainbow gem to finish up with the yellows. Yeah, reskinned. Because, like, that's a known thing that has happened a few times in video games. Start off as one game and then, oh, let's just apply this other piece of media onto it so that way it'll sell more. Okay, City World Neighborhood. Are we on like a... Oh, we're back in the neighborhood. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's make a save. Please do not remove memory card while saving. I'll come back to this some other time, I'm sure. Maybe. Possibly. Alright, one final game for tonight. Let's put Inspector Gadget away first of all. Last game in this bag. We have... I laughed when I saw this game. Because at least a few people were going to get a good laugh out of this one. Fix the Adventure for PlayStation. This had a $25 price tag on it, apparently. I paid $22. I pitched to them, I'd buy it for $20, and then they counter-offered me with $22, so I took $22. So, $3 off. This game is weird. And, like, degenerate sort of way. Not like weird affectionate, more weird degenerate. Let's stick it in the PS2 and give it a spin. So I think when I did the math, yeah, as a reminder, all the games that you've seen tonight, along with Fix, which we're about to see, $352 spent total. Now, if you take Fear Effect out of the equation, which I think I forgot to account for when I was doing math, it comes out to pretty much right at my budget. So I feel like I did pretty decently for the budget I had. And this was actually kind of fun to do. Like a fun challenge as I was going through PRGE. And there were definitely some games I saw that I considered, but just ended up passing on. So I would love to be able to do... We'll probably do this each year. Have a donathon on my birthday, and money from that goes towards Portland. I'm down to keep doing that, because this was a real fun idea to do. Alright. Let's jump into Fix, the adventure. We'll do a new game. So was this one where I just immediately struggled on the first stage because of how baloney this game is to control? That sounds right in my head. Here's Fix! Can I jump on you? Nope. I can switch polarity, though. Oh god, I do not remember how to play Fix at all. And honestly, that's probably a blessing more than anything else. Why would you want to know how to play Fix? Take some life. Oh, right. Fuck you. God damn it. Oh yeah, and you have limited lives. And you can drown too. Super drowning powers. Okay, maybe I just have to fight them with the opposite polarity. Like, this is north, so... yeah, I just gotta fight with the opposite polarity. That makes a bit more sense. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. I think this is the way I need to go. Oh, God. Yeah, so you have to switch polarities to be able to make some bigger jumps. Go away. And it works about as well as you think it does, which is to say, it doesn't. Okay, I'm clearly not getting anywhere with this. We're going somewhere else. I don't think that's the progress I'm looking for. I applaud this game for its weird, sort of quirky thing it tries to do. And that doesn't mean I have to like it. Case in point. I want to at least get past the first stage before we call it on this game, and call it on stream. Ah! Back. See, if I want to play a good game that revolves around switching polarities, I'll play Ikaruga any day, rather than this mess. Okay, but I think I kind of see how the super jumping is supposed to work. I say as I fall into... Is this one that officially supports the... Yeah, it's analog control compatible, is what it says. I was wondering if it officially supported that or not. It's such a shame that this game is as janky as it is, because this is the kind of game that would be like, if they refined it a bit, I could see it being a must-have for the PlayStation. But in the state it's in, look somewhere else, god damn it. I jump, I'm gonna get the life again. I don't remember how long. I remember it taking me some time to actually figure out how to get through this mess of a stage. Oh, oh. Freedom! Or at least on to the next part of the stage. The end of the stage, too. I'm out. Stage clear. Holy shit, I actually made progress and fix. Fuck yeah. Alright, where am I going in this stage? Oh god, not again. I gotta make some more janky-ass jumps. No, that wasn't so bad. Coin! What do those coins do? I have no idea. They might be like a stage collectible that you need to like get all of them for something extra or something. I'm just spitballing at this point. Fix is an enigma to all of us, truly. Oh no. Well, not getting that life, but I am getting to the end of the stage. See, the second stage was so much easier because there's, like, next to no pits. I guess also by that point, you kind of were adapting to the jank a bit more. No, I am kind of getting the hang hang of this, and I'm kind of enjoying it, and I kind of hate that. As long as maybe me think of the intro stage of Brave Fencer Musashi. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, well, goodbye. Well, I think we've seen what we need to fix the adventure. Sure, make a save. It's a good thing I had, like, no data on this memory card because of how much data I've been putting on this memory card for PS1 games. Because I think the only two things I had on this memory card were Crash Bandicoot and Tail Concerto. And everything else... Hang on a second here. Now I'm curious. Ah! Let's take a look at what's on this memory card now. Because memory cards are tiny for the PS1. I mean, granted, this is the Mem Card Pro, so I'll just switch over to a different, like, memory card, essentially. What the fuck? Oh, I'm an idiot. You know why? Because I actually never switched memory cards. Alright, well, that's something I'm gonna be working on then, I guess. Well, they're all like very early on. Anyway, you require more memory. No. No, I forgot to do something. Well, with the next setup, it'll probably be easier to keep track of. Because ideally, I'm just going to have my PS1 in the setup, so I'll just be playing PS1 games off my PS1. And I don't have to think about what memory card is inserted in the PS2 or anything like that, which will be nice. But alright. I think that is going to do it for tonight, though. Thanks to everybody who stuck around for this, or even during the donathon. Anybody who donated, because everybody who donated made this stream possible. We played some good games. We played some jank. A nice little hodgepodge. But alright, schedule for the upcoming week. We've got Retro Book Club on Friday. I'm going to be taking another swing at Renegade for NES as well then. Sunday is Weekly Mystery Race. And next week is all up in the air, mostly because I had to sort out my work schedule. Which I'll probably be doing tomorrow. I'll probably have a more concrete idea on Friday's stream. Right now, the tentative plan, if I get my schedule sorted, is Tuesday we'll be starting Like a Dragon Ishin. Wednesday, we're going to be starting up a new playthrough. Actually, we're going to be tackling a new series. Because one of the things that I wanted to do earlier, but ended up getting tabled for one reason or another, over and over again. We're actually going to finally start on this project. We're going to start going through the Phantasy Star games starting next week. So, next week we're going to be starting Phantasy Star 1 on Sega Master System. It's probably going to get tabled again now that I think about it because of Gamer of the Year, because that's right around the corner if that's going to be in November again. I'm keeping an eye on that. I haven't seen any news about that. And that is... yeah, that's everything for this week. But I can't guarantee a stream on Tuesday because I am scheduled to work then, and I work in the evening that day. So I'm going to see about getting that sorted. If I don't get that sorted, I might end up doing a bonus stream on Thursday instead, whether it be the first session for Like a Dragon Ishin, or something else, that's unknown. But I'll figure that out more later. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Let's see who is doing things. Who can we go say hi to? And we'll go say hi to one of our favorite Wednesday streamers here. We're gonna go raid Fahrenheit, who appears to be doing, what the fuck is this? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, what, when, where they saw the murder. What the hell? This must be a hack of some kind. Well, we'll see you on Friday for Retro Book Club. Later, everyone.